Welcome back, Upworlder. How goes your quest? Have you found the journals of my father and grandfather? Can it be true? Is it possible that at long last, the dream of my father and grandfather before him will be fulfilled? I can hardly bear to look. Yes, of course. Now I understand. It all makes sense. Now I see why the Promised Land has been so hard to find. It is so obvious. You have done a great thing, Upworlder. A selfless act that will bring great joy to all the people of this village. I must take this to Gendar right away.
Rukil, what do you want now? Have you more fables of a hidden paradise just waiting for us to find it?
You may not think these are fables after you see what I have brought you, Gendar. Look at these journals.
What? No, it can't be. Are these real, Rukil? Is this information accurate?
I swear to you everything in these journals is true, Gendar. The Promised Land. I told you I would find it.
The entrance is far from here, Rukil. It will take us weeks to get there, perhaps even months. And we will have to cross many Rakghoul-infested areas.
I do not deny the journey will be hard, Gendar. But surely it is better than the miserable life we have here.
Wise words, Rukil. Our supplies are high right now. We could leave by nightfall. I will tell the others to prepare for the journey.
Thank you once again, Upworlder. I will say a final goodbye. For where we are going, I fear you cannot come. The journey to the Promised Land is long and arduous. No, Upworlder, I cannot ask that. The journey will take many, many weeks, and those who make the journey cannot return. That was the final secret of the Promised Land. When the colony was created, it was designed so that people could enter willingly, but they could never leave again. This was to ensure secrecy on the project. We must part ways here, Upworlder. I sense your destiny is yet to be chosen, but the destiny of my people is at the end of the long journey ahead of us.
If the Sith cared anything about us, they'd stop that gang war in the Lower City.
He offered to, he enjoyed it all. And really good, and keep behind Bolivia, when now for the Gloucester.
Get out of here, you goggle-eyed freak! You're too ugly for the upper city.
Yeah, go back to where you came from. We don't want your kind up here.
And keep behind Bolivia.
Why do you care what happens to some scummy alien? He's just a freak.
Yeah, he isn't even supposed to be in the upper city. Come on, let's go. I don't want to listen to this alien lover anymore.
Welcome back. Are you in need of healing or medical supplies? I can treat you right here at the center for almost any condition, except the raccoon disease, of course. You have the serum? Impossible! How did you get this? No, wait, I don't really want to know. Can I see it? The serum, I mean? I need to see if there is enough for me to analyze it so I can start producing it in mass quantities. Let me see. Yes, this is it. A cure for the raccoon disease. With this sample, I can make enough serum for everyone. The people of Terrace owe you a debt they can never repay. Please, take this small reward. It isn't much, but it's all I can afford. A few credits and 2 spare med packs. You truly have a noble and generous spirit. But you deserve something for your effort. Tell you what, I'll give you a discount whenever you shop at my store. It's the least I can do. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? Goodbye, and good health to you. If you ever need any medical aid or treatment, you know where to find me.
You blew it! If you'd brought that rat ghoul serum to Zax, you would have made it worth your while. No, you had to go and do the honorable thing. You blew it! If you'd...
A plague spreads through our streets.
You have returned. You have the prototype swoop engine accelerator with you? I
was beginning to wonder if you would make it. The race is tomorrow, and my mechanics need time to install the prototype into the swoop engine of our bike. Don't worry. I'm a man of my word. I promised you could ride in the swoop race under the Hidden Beck banner, and I'm still going to let you do that. And I'm even going to go one better. I'm going to let you ride the swoop bike with the prototype accelerator installed on it. Without it, you won't stand a chance.
Gadden, you can't be serious. We need one of our best riders on that bike. We can't let some rookie take the prototype engine into the race.
I have to be honest with you. There's a reason I'm letting you take the prototype engine. The accelerator is unstable. There's a good chance it could explode during the race.
Explode? Are you crazy? Why would we risk riding that thing then?
I can't ask one of my own riders to take the risk. They'll be running unmodified swoops in the race. You'll be the only one using the prototype. If you can complete the track before the accelerator overheats, then you'll win for the Becks. If you die, then one of my other riders could still come through for me. You don't get to be leader of a swoop gang if you don't know how to work all the angles. You can stay here tonight. The mechanics need time to install the accelerator on the engine, so you won't be able to practice your riding. But I've got good instincts, and you have the look of a racer about you. Just try to relax, and in the morning we'll take you to the swoop track.
Ja, Baraban, she offered to, she enjoyed it out, and really good, and she began Bolivia, and now for the Klufta, Gloria. Hjälpa upp den krig. Hela staden Louisa tog till det andevatt. Hon tog fannibruk hjälpa. Och i sidan hjälpa var inogan hjälpa. Hela staden Louisa tog till det andevatt. Men bundas.
Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun. Atuyama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa. Dong abuk shami no. Shagji kina lorcha watamwana. Kin kun shishikin nikin kun ban mulara jikun. Wama kun bes ching pala mule. Tune rana nuprata donko searcha domatama?
Nikawa dupaka, patisa, kon mulis limo bui wanga kun biskin, chi itakanki changa kilikon, ingkuin kuka, kimba ni chaloda kun, tung abashun ni chunchi, kakin cha nawabakaon, changwaba chinlo, shangli chama ucha, wishu yong kun, kon ikmamachi.
Rundi haudonga kuhungabi, wana kumbes, jink palamul, tong kimba na kongek. Tung ting tachun kun nek mulirabest, tong hai tuam jiji yumalit pa ang ninkotu. Tolba da bunkwalya gando de nago chuchut, kachi chuay tha haudonga. Yumalit ka inkotun, jilo mulira de ne bobo. Kun biskan bamulara.
Kuyabi juskuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi hadonga chihonkabi. Jawana bota ayuha tahonga chakanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topada bunkwalya gando do nago chuchut. Musha papampa, pola wana chikne. Mamuli slemo, poda wanga, kumbes mulira rabes. Tiska du suki gumba, na ola na kachu. Abtu inkotu. Topa da bunkwalya gando nago chuchut. Kabachi, kuita hotonga. Yalamo inkatun. Jiloba mulira ni bobo. Wango kumbes kakang, ba mamarulira. Jawana bota ayuha tahonga chakanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topada bunkwalya gando do nago chuchut. Musha papampa, pola wana chikne. Mamuli slemo, poda wanga kunbes mulira rabes. Kuyabi juskuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi hadonga chihonkabi. Kuyabi juskuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi hadonga chihonkabi. Ubapa tu kochi. Tong nong bong chong nung yang. Tong katok smaktelia.
anevat. Ventundas. Ora. Untus blapan divokelpa. Oisidan kelpa vaninoga kelpa. Kolostus nipan vevut. Utstäkel kris. Ventundas. Utstäkel kris. Utstäkel kelpa. Utstäkel kris. Utstäkel kelpa. Abuelta. Ventundas. Lippia kutta. Kolostus nipan vevut. Mikkel irimo. Tensuusi porovan. Tustedan kelpa. Oisidan kelpa. Untus blapan divokelpa. Oisidan kelpa vaninoga kelpa. And now for the Gluska. She enjoyed it out, and very good. She offered to Utstäkel kris. Utstäkel kelpa. Abuelta. Ventundas. Lippia kutta. Kolostus nipan vevut. Mikkel irimo. Tensuusi porovan. She offered to. She enjoyed it out, and very good. And she began Gorupia. And now for the Gluska. Tustedan kelpa. Oisidan kelpa. Untus blapan divokelpa. Oisidan kelpa vaninoga kelpa. Utstäkel kris. Utstäkel kelpa. Abuelta. Ventundas. Lippia kutta. Kolostus nipan vevut. Mikkel irimo. Tensuusi porovan.
Wanna check young? Wanna vota conti tariki? Chichintoma tunka kola yamitwa. Na kang ichi pinay portoka. Na. Kenchopa chawi tichok twis yun kun. Patuyama kama wana henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa mchawa. Dong abuk shami no.
Diskadosoki, Opa Bononakachi, Labora na Winki Snaktoma, Tuyami Plusku Chitanai, Uchua Penki, Topa na Ota Bokasa, Yuwabato Kanchi, Yatuka Ulan, Pinguin Koka, Inba ni Chalora Kun, Kun Abashun ni Chunchi, Kakin Cha Nawabakaon, Changwama Chinyo, Shangli Chama Ucha, Vishu Kun.
Kontichani, ulira shokturung umni patoga wanka chonetize. Kikratuk hatu chichiya, watayuma kawama huhanek kipuna. Puna kachu, kimbano mulina natuana. Ton kimbano kunek. Kavatumpa kun palia mokata. Wanga kun bis kimba mulira. Kakincha na kuaba kun. Kavatumpa kulpalia potenya.
Miki grabul mogo, kachichu ita botunga, toldobank, wale oganda naru chuchut, olisha ponka mula wana chite, mapule slimo, rodadana anga kubis, ule rabes.
La boda ni winki smaktoma, wana kumbes chingpa marulira, tok chingbang non kit. Ninja Mira Rabes. Kuyabi Juskuna Chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Undi hadonga chihonkabi. Uba patu kochi. Tong nong bong chang nung yang. Tong patok smakdelia. Tong nong bong chang nung yang. Tong patok smakdelia. Kuyabi Juskuna Chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Undi hadonga chihonkabi. Chiska du suki kuba na bona na gachu. Abtuin kotu. Topa da punkwalya gandonago chuchut. Kabachi kuita hadonga. Yalamo inkapun. Jiloban rulirani bobo. Wango kupes gang. Bamama rulira. Yatoka bulwan kinkuna bamurira. Rachikun. Mucha shakpampa.
People, hear me! Before I present the so-called champion of the Becks with their prize, there is something you must know. The winning rider cheated! Your swoop bike was using a prototype accelerator. Clearly an unfair advantage. Because of this hidden Beck treachery, I'm withdrawing the Vulca's share of the victory prize.
Jawana bota ayuata honga chatanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topa da bunkwalya gando donago chuchut. Musha papampa. Bola wana chikne. Bamuli slemo boda wanga kun bes mulira rabest.
You fool. Your traditions are nothing to me. I am the wave of the future. If I want to withdraw the prize and sell this woman on the slave market myself, nobody can stop me.
I might have something to say about that, Brejik.
What? Impossible. You were restrained by a neural disruptor. How could you have possibly summoned the will to free yourself?
You underestimate the strength of a Jedi's mind, Brejik. A mistake you won't live to regret.
Focus! To me! Kill this woman! Kill the swoop rider! Kill them all!
Well, maybe those bloody Vulcans will think twice next time before trying to keep a Jedi prisoner. And as for you, if you think you can collect me as a prize... Save me. Is that what you were trying to accomplish by riding in that swoop race? Well, as far as rescues go, this is a pretty poor example. Karth Onasi is alive. Finally, some good news. Karth is one of the Republic's best soldiers. He's proved himself a hero a dozen times over. And he sent you here to save me. Please take me to Koth right away. Between the three of us, I'm sure we can figure out some way to get off this planet before the Sith realize we're here.
Bastila, you're alive! Finally, things are looking up. Now we just need to figure out a way to get off this planet.
You mean you don't have a plan to get off Taurus yet? What have you been doing all this time? I see. Now that I'm back in charge of this mission, perhaps we can start doing things properly. Hopefully our escape from Taurus will go more smoothly than when you rescued me from Brezhik.
I know you're new at this, Bastila, but a leader doesn't berate her troops just because things aren't going as planned. Don't let your ego get in the way of the real issues here.
That hardly strikes me as an appropriate way of addressing your commander, Karth. I am a member of the Jedi Order, and this is my mission. Don't forget that. My battle meditation ability has helped the Republic many times in this war, and it will serve us well here, I am sure.
Your talents might win us a few battles, but that doesn't make you a good leader. A good leader would at least listen to the advice of those who have seen more combat than she ever will.
Yes, all right, of course. I apologize, Karth. This has been a difficult time for me. Of course, I'm happy to listen to your advice. What do you suggest we do?
First off, we can't get hung up on who's in charge. We all need to work together if we want to get off this rock. The answer is out there, we just have to find it.
Well said, Karth. And the sooner we start looking, the better. I've already been a prisoner of the Vulkars, and I don't plan on being captured by the Sith. I think we'll need some help getting off Taurus. Maybe if we ask around, one of the locals can help us out. We should probably start by asking around in the cantinas. You cannot win, Revan. Is something wrong? You seem as if something's troubling you. A vision? A vision of what? The Force is complicated. Even I, with all my training, cannot fully understand it yet. This is a matter best left to the wise masters of the Jedi Council. Once we escape Taurus, we can seek the guidance of the Council if you wish. They will understand the significance of your vision, if there is any. However, I think it would be best if we all stayed focused on the task at hand right now. We can't afford any distractions. We need to find a way off Taurus. How can I help? Then I suggest we move on.
Hey there, what can I do for you? I don't want to talk about Griff. If I'm gonna be any help to you, Okay, have it your way.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
Inkin kunoba muli rachinkun. Tongait tunkun ching. Ni boboji mata, ni punaje. Dolpi kiknyunyan. Kachichu aitha odunga. Inkin kunoba muli rachinkun. Slima podonna. Rundi haudonga kunhungabi. Rundi haudonga kuhungabi. Wana kunbes. Chink palamul tonk kingba na konkek. Tung ting tachun kun nek muli rabest. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ay taudunga tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampungpa bolawan na chikni. Pamuleslik mo poda na wanga kun bist mulira best. Mucha shakpangpa. Inkin kun no pamulri rachikun. Shagjikin lor chawa tauma? Kavavul pamulji gumana. Kin kun shachiking ni kin kun obamulira jikun? Wama kun bes, chin palamuji. Tunira nu prata dunko sercha domandoma?
I'm here. How can I help? Then I suggest we move on. How can I help? Then I suggest we move on. How can I help? The surface of Taris is covered with an urban skyscrape. Its glittering spires belie the decay that lies in its lower reaches, however. Beyond that, there is little else I can tell you. Then I suggest we move on. How can I help? The surface of Taris is covered with an urban skyscrape. Beyond that, there is little else I can tell you. Then I suggest we move on.
I saw you in the swoop race. Very impressive. You seem like you know how to get results. That's just the kind of person I'm looking for. My name's Canderous Ordo. I work for Davik Kang in the Exchange. The hours aren't great, but they promised me a fortune to work for them. And I have nothing better to do. Mandalorian mercs like me are high demand. But lately, Davik hasn't been paying me what he promised. I don't like getting cheated. So I figure it's time for me to break the Sith quarantine and get off this backwater planet. I've got a plan to escape Taris, but I can't do it alone. I need someone I know can get the job done to help me. That's where you come in.
Careful. Mercs like this haven't a lick of conscience. They'll betray you in a heartbeat. This could be a trap.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to your friend, aren't I? I saw you win that swoop race and started thinking. Anyone crazy enough to race like that is probably crazy enough to break into the Sith military base. See, I put 2 and 2 together and figured out you're the person who stole those Sith departure codes for Taris. So you're exactly the person I'm looking for. I've got a plan to get inside Davik's base and steal his ship, the Ebon Hawk. If any ship is fast enough to break the Sith quarantine, it's that one. But the ship alone won't get me off this rock. Without the proper launch codes, the automated defense guns of the Sith fleet will disintegrate me as soon as I leave the atmosphere. So here's the deal. We join up together. You've got the codes, and I'll get us Davik's ship. What do you say? Do we have a deal? We can go right now. Davik's always looking to recruit new talent. I'll tell him how you won the swoop race, and mention that you're interested in working for the exchange. I'll say I brought you in so he could check you out. He'll have you stay at his estate for a couple of days while he runs some background checks on you. That's standard procedure.
This is too risky. We should find another way.
You got another plan, sister? Or are you just objecting because you didn't think of it?
No, I don't have another plan. I would rather not place my life in your hands, however.
I can say the same about you. That makes us even. Fortunately, we both want to get off this rock, right? While Davik's checking you out, we steal the Ebon Hawk and escape Taris. Come on. I've got an airspeeder nearby to take us to Davik's estate. The sooner we're off Taris, the better.
You summoned me, Lord Malak.
The search for Bastila is taking too long. We cannot risk her escaping Taris. Destroy the entire planet.
The entire planet, Lord Malak? But there are billions of people on Taris. We'd be slaughtering countless innocent civilians, not to mention our own men still on the surface.
Your predecessor once made the mistake of questioning my orders, Admiral. Surely you are not so foolish as to make the same mistake.
Of course not, my Lord Malak. I will do as you command, but it will take several hours to position our fleet.
Then I suggest you begin immediately. You are dismissed, Admiral.
Yes, Lord Malak.
So, Canderous, I see you've brought someone with you. Most intriguing, if I do say so myself. You usually travel alone.
It's not like you to take on partners, Canderous. You're getting soft.
Watch yourself, Callow. You may be the newest Cath Hound in the pack, but you aren't top dog yet.
Enough! I won't have my top two men killing each other. That's not good business. I'm sure Canderous has an explanation as to why he's not working solo anymore.
This is a special case, Davik. I ran into someone the Exchange might want to recruit. You may have heard something of their exploits already.
Ah, yes. Now I recognize your companion. The rider who won the big swoop race. Very impressive, as was your display in the rather heated battle afterwards. You know, Canderous was right. The Exchange is always looking for new talent. You could have a bright future with our organization. With a recommendation from Canderous and a thorough background check, you could become part of the Exchange. Many would kill to prove themselves worthy of this honor. Come with me. I will give you a tour of my operations. I'm certain you'll be most impressed. Ah, there she is. The Ebon Hawk, my pride and joy, the fastest ship in the Outer Rim. Note the state-of-the-art security system I've had installed to protect her. The shields are completely impregnable. Nobody can get past them without the codes to try and steal my baby. Unfortunately, the Sith military blockade has grounded my vessel. The Ebon Hawk can outrun any vessel in the galaxy. But even she isn't fast enough to avoid the auto-targeting laser cannons of the orbiting Sith fleet. I am, of course, working on acquiring the Sith departure codes so that I may come and go as I please. However, progress has been slow. But we should continue our tour. These will be your accommodations. The slave quarters are just down the hall if you need anything during your stay, food, a massage. feel free to call upon their services. If all goes well with your background check, you will be invited to join the exchange. I'd advise you to accept the offer when it comes, or suffer the dire consequences of refusal. You will stay in these rooms as my guest for the next few days. I will not accept no for an answer. Feel free to visit the slave quarters at any time during your stay. I must warn you that if you are found anywhere outside the guest wing during your stay, or if you bother my other guests, my security forces will deal with you most harshly. I will return after the investigation into your background is complete. Until then, make yourself comfortable. Come, Callow. Let us leave our guests in peace.
Okay, we're inside. Now all we have to do is figure out a way to get past the Ebon Hawk security system, and we can get the rest of your group off this planet. No sense waiting around here, though. The sooner we get off Taurus, the better. Yeah?
No problem. Got it.
Hey! What's the idea of barging in here? Get out of here, I'll call the guards.
Pudu, Tunirama na praka donko searcha chupapanki.
Hey, baby, wait! I wasn't actually going... Damn it! Okay, great. You just scared off my date for the night, so you better explain yourself before I lose my temper and call the guards. Okay, I guess it was an honest mistake. Give me the credits and I'll forget this ever happened. You better pay more attention to where you're going. Opening the wrong door around here can get you killed. Now get out of here and don't bother me again.
No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it.
Gino Molirani Bubo Tonking Ma Loku Nexag Ichuta Yun Patisa Kimba Nikchalora Kun Tava Yun Patisa Chiwak Aita Kang Ki Jiyokaku
Welcome to the slave quarters, good sir. I mean no disrespect, but perhaps one of the female slaves could serve your needs better?
Welcome to the slave quarters, Master. Here we have succulent fruits and berries to tempt your palate, as well as luxurious baths to soothe your aches and pains.
Now this is my kind of place.
Would you like a relaxing massage? Whatever your desire, we are here to serve. But what could I possibly tell you? It is forbidden for slaves to leave this room on pain of torture and death. Praise from the guest is a valuable commodity here. Davik rewards the slaves who perform their duties well. I will tell you what I know. Davik rarely lets us leave the slave quarters. We only know what we hear from Davik's guests. Recently, they've all been talking about poor Hudro. He was caught trying to steal some spice from the lab. Normally, Hudro is allowed to get away with things like that because he's Davik's personal pilot for the Ebon Hawk. But since the Sith have grounded every ship on the planet, Hudro doesn't get any more special treatment. They've locked him up in Davik's torture chambers. I think you can get there through the hall behind the west door of Davik's throne room. Just keep going west from the slave quarters and you'll see the throne room. But Davik's certain to have guards patrolling the area. If you leave the guest wing, they'll shoot you on sight. Please, I don't know anything else. As you wish, Master. You will find this most relaxing if you would come with me into the massage room at the back.
Not to interrupt your fun, but we do have to get underway.
I trust you are satisfied with the service. I have received many compliments on my skills from previous clients. Thank you, kind sir. I hope you will express your appreciation to Davik. He often rewards those slaves who perform their duties well. Is there anything else you require? Of course. Return whenever you wish to partake of what is offered here. We exist only to serve you.
Yeah, what do you want? Yeah, I know Taris. I wasted the last 2 years in this rat hole working for Davik. I suppose an accurate way to describe this place would be cesspool or dump. You got the rich on top, the poor being crushed underneath, and people like me trying to make a living doing the crushing. It's not exactly what you'd call spiritually fulfilling work, but it gets the bills paid. And on Taris, money can go a long way to making things easier. Do you have anything else you want to ask? You want to hear tales of my exploits? Of the wars I've seen and fought, the enemies I've seen die by my hand? Sure, I'll humor you. My name's Canderous, of the Mandalorian clan Ordo. I've been fighting across the galaxy for 40 of your years. For my people, it is the honor and glory of battle that rules us. It's through combat that we prove our worth, gain renown, and make our fortunes. Win or lose, as long as the fight is worthy, then honor is gained. The glory at having triumphed over impossible odds is what drives us. If there's nothing at stake, your possessions, your life, your world, then the battle's meaningless. We Mandalore take everything we are and throw it into battle. It's the true test of yourself. The battle against death, against oblivion. The days of combat and glory and cheating death at every turn seem to be over now. I take what I can. Times have changed now. The Mandalore clans have been scattered across the Outer Rim. The Republic is in decline, and the Sith Empire rises to take its place. The clans as they were aren't a threat, but the galaxy still fears us. People think we war out of spite or bloodlust. They don't understand, and fear that. We only wanted the challenge of the battle, and glory from it, win or lose. And we lost. But now I have no real challenges. Crushing Davik's enemies and the pathetic gangs in the lower city of Taris could not be considered the most glorious of tasks. When I think of the battles I've fought, the thousands I've killed, the worlds I've burned, I weep for my past. We will never again speak of this. We've got work to do, so let's get to it. Yeah, what do you want? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
How dare you invade my chambers? How rude! I am a personal guest of Davik himself. I left specific instructions that you guards were not to disturb me until morning. How can Davik expect me to invest in his ventures with this kind of incompetence on display? I should summon the other guards and report you to your commanding officer. Well, I suppose I can forgive the intrusion in this case. Tell Davik I admire a host who has his underlings check up on the well-being and comfort of his guests. I don't require anything right now. You can tell Davik everything about my stay has been most pleasing so far. Here's a 5-credit chip for your trouble, sir. Now scurry on back to Davik. If I find I have need of anything, I'll buzz you. Until then, I expect you to respect my privacy.
What?
Thank you. You have no idea what it was like in that torture cage. I don't know how much more I could take before going mad. I don't have anything to give you as a reward for freeing me. Nothing tangible anyway. But I've got information that could be worth a fortune. I used to be the pilot of the Ebonhawk, Davik's flagship. I know the codes to disable the security system protecting it. I'll load them onto your datapad now. You can use those codes to steal the Ebonhawk right out of its hangar. Sell it to the highest bidder, ransom it back to Davik. Whatever you do, you'll make thousands. It won't be long until Davik figures out I'm free. I have to get out of this base before that happens.
We've got what we came for. We should get going.